are now talking about the equation of a circle. Remember I said this is a review, okay? You're going to learn about the equation of the circle is new, but the rest is a review. So, first of all, what is a circle? Thank you, darling. Jocelyn, it is a figure with many points. Oops. Equal distance, sorry. Distant, that means the same thing. It's equal distance from the center. Okay? Now, some of this should be a review to you guys. Nope, that's not what I want. Some of this should be a review. What is a radius? Yep. The center of the circle to what? Yep. It is the distance. Y'all all got it. No. The distance from the center of the circle, center to a point on the circle. All right, and the symbol for circle is this, okay? So if I draw that, which is a dot with a circle around it, that means circle. So if you do not want to write circle 20 million times, come on. Do you need this space? Oh, y'all can see? Okay. Do you need a board or anything, or you good? All right. So, an example would be the following. If this is a circle, from here to here is the radius. So what is the diameter? Give me it's the length of what? Really? The distance? From 2 points on a circle, but what's the key here? But it has to go through what? That go through the center. So an example, and I'm going to move out your way, I promise. An example would be the following. But it has to go through. It does not matter where it goes, as long as it goes through the center. Okay? It can go diagonal, it does not matter. Now, what is the relationship between the radius and the diameter? No, what's the relationship between the radius? They're both inside circle, but I'm talking about, when I say relationship, I'm talking about the length. Okay? So the diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. It takes 2 radius to make a diameter. or the radius is equal to 1/2 the diameter. Is everybody with me? Did I lose anybody? All right. Now, we're going to learn the equation of a circle. Here's the key. You do not have to memorize this equation. It is written on the back of the SOL formula sheet. But you have to know what each thing means. That is not written there. All right? You need to know how to use the formula. Okay? So, yours is written different than mine because, oh no, you didn't. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Hold on. Oh, man. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I put it back up. Let's see if it will find it. Yes. Well, it got majority of it, so. Is it recording down there? Okay. So, this is the key concept. The standard form of an equation is the following. Now listen, yours does not look like this. This is what yours looks like. It's just when I imported it into the system, it did not do my exponents. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Okay? That is the formula for circle. That should be in the box. Is everybody with me? Yes. Now, HK is the center of the circle. H and K represent the center, and R represents the radius. HK represents the center, and R represents the radius. Here is the key. This is the key information you need to know. The opposite of the coordinates of the center appear in the equation. This is key information. It's the opposite of what it says in the equation. Okay? Have I lost anybody so far? All right. Radius is going to be squared. That is key. So, if never mind. If you write the equation of the circle given the center and the radius, okay? So, if you notice this, your h, the center is 7, -3, the radius is 9. What is my h here? 7. What is my k? -3. What is my 9? Perfect. My radius is 9. Now, when I plug it into the equation, and I'm actually going to plug it in, I am not going to write it like this because I don't like this. So we're just going to do it to the side. You are putting the opposite of what you see here. So the opposite of 7 is what? So it becomes x minus 7 squared. The opposite of -3 is what? +3. So this becomes y plus 3 squared. And then you have equals 9 square. Now, do you all see when I said it's the opposite of what you have? So because it's 7 here, it becomes -7 there. It is -3, it becomes 3. Now, normally in an equation, they do not give it to you as 9 squared, just so you know. So you are going to have to know that this is also the same thing. Square equals 81. Because 9 squared is 81. Did I lose anybody? It's just the opposite. When you plug it in, it's the opposite of what you see. Now, let's go to the next one. I'm trying to make sure I'm on the... Let's do an example here. The center is at -2, 3, and the radius is at 4. Write the equation. We just did that, so you all should be able to do it. Go for it. If you were to write this, my center, I usually write these out. I write this down here so I see it. My radius is 4. So if I was to write this, it would become the following. X plus 2 squared, y minus 3, because the opposite of +3 is -3, squared, equals 4 squared. Now remember, I told you you're going to need to write that out. So your final answer is this. -3 squared equals 16. That's it. That is your equation. Now, let's look at number 2. It says the center is at -4, 5, and the diameter is at 8. Remember, there's 2 things you need for this equation. You need center and you need radius. Did they give me the center? What is my center here? -4, 5. What is my radius here? You don't have it, but can I find it? It says the diameter is 8. So what is my radius here? 4. Does everybody see why I got 4? It's 4. Now you need to take these 2 and write my equation. Go for it. Write the equation. If they give you, you are going to have to.
So the diameter you have to subtract 2?
No.
Subtract it.
And I divided it by 2 because it takes 2 radius to make a diameter. Yes. So this becomes x plus 4 squared, y minus 5 squared equals, and I'm just going to go all the way through, 16. Why 16? Because remember, it is 4 squared. All right, you do the last one. Quickly. Whoops, let me record that. All right. They are gonna show you this one. I'm telling you now. All right. Now, let's go backwards. What if I gave you the equation, gave you the circle, and I told you to write the equation? What are the 2 things I need in order to write the equation? What were the 2 things you need in order to write your equation? You needed the center, and you needed the what? The radius. All right. All of y'all should be able to give me the center for the first one. What is the center here? 0, 2. Does everybody see? I'm talking about this point right there. It's at 0, 2. Did I lose anybody? Now, what is my radius here? What is my radius? Remember, what is the radius? It goes from the center to a point on the circle. I'm not going to pick this point here because I don't know to go from here to here. But I can tell me the distance from there to there, right? If you notice, it's 1, 2, 3, and what? Oh, wait. Is it going by twos? It is going by twos. Sorry. Isn't it going by twos or no? Oh, it is going by twos. So it's 0, 4. Sorry. You won't always have it by twos. It's 0, 4. Does everybody see why? If it's going by twos, right? If it's going by twos, this becomes 2, 4. Yes. Now, if you notice it's going by twos, because if this is an 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's count. 2, 4, 6. What is that? No. What is it? No. If it's going by twos, 2, 4, 6, 7. I'll tell you right now, they usually do not go by twos. I'm telling you right now. So, if I were to write this equation, a lot of y'all would have wrote it like this. X minus 0 squared plus y minus 4. Why is it minus 4? The opposite equals 7 squared. So I really need to write it as this. X squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 49. It's the same thing. All I'm doing is writing it. I'm taking it from a graph. That's all. Now, I want you all to tell me what the center is here and the radius. Go to the next one and you try it. Go with me? No, they don't go by twos. -2, 1. So your center is at -2, -4. Your radius is 2, 4, 5. So you should have done x plus 2 square, y plus 4 square equals 5 squared. But what is 5 squared? Yes. There we go. Yes. Hold on. Let me go through this a little bit. All right. So now, what if they don't give you the center and the radius? We have to find it. And trust and believe on the SOL, they always want you to find it. So I'm going to show you a trick, but you all got to pay attention. If you were given the center and a point on the circle, for instance, if I was giving the center and a point on the circle, that means I'm missing what? What are the two things you need in order to write the equation? The center and the what? So if I'm given the center and a point on the circle, I have the center checked off. Do I have my radius? No. So, since you are missing the radius in the equation, you are going to use the distance formula between the center and a point given to find it. Let me tell you something. We're not doing the distance formula. You're going to use your calculator. So I need you all to write this down. Do y'all have this? Is this the next thing that's on there? Okay. So basically what you are going to do is you're going to put your point in. You all can get one from over down there. You're going to put your point in for x, y, and then it's going to give you your r squared. Okay? Now, I know you're like, what, Miss Nash? I don't get that. Well, guess what? You're about to figure it out now. What is my center? -2, 4. I want you all to, down here, write the equation using the center. You don't have radius, but I want you to write the equation using the center only. So write the equation. You know your center is -2, 4. Write your equation. and then just put equals. You're not putting r squared because we don't have that yet. Now, when you write the equation, you should have something similar to this. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared. Is everybody with me? Did I lose anybody? Now, when they give you a point on the circle, those are all the points that work in my equation. Is everybody with me? So instead of me using the distance formula to find it, I'm going to find r squared. I'm going to find out what goes here by taking this point and plugging it in for x and y into my equation. So this is what you're going to do. I am substituting those two values in for x here and for y here. And whatever it's equal to is your r squared. So in your calculator, remember I told you it's going to be a calculator thing?
Yeah.
I am going to take this point, because it should satisfy, it should work in the equation. I'm going to take it and put it in right here. 5 plus 2 squared plus, and then I'm going to put in my y, which is 3. I'm putting it in exactly how I see it. And what do you get when you plug that into your calculator? Just like that. What? You get what? You get 50. Did everybody else get 50? Perfect. So guess what? That means that is your r squared. I didn't ask you for the radius. I just asked you to write the equation. Are you with me? Miss Robinson, you with me? So, once you plugged it in and you got 50, your equation is this. And I'm going to rise it up so you all can see it. X plus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 50. There's your answer. Now, Miss Robinson, if I was to ask you what is my radius here, you would have to say r is equal to the square root of 50. Because you remember, this represents what? R squared. All right? They're just asking you for the equation. Now, if you wanted to, you could have easily done the distance formula between the two and got your radius. And then you would have had to square it. Yes? This is the equation of the circle. This. If they would have asked you for the radius, then you would have to square root. No, it would just be that. All right, we're going to try one. Huh? Yes. Always. All right. Now, here is example situation number 2. There's 2 different situations. One was if they gave you the center and a point not on the circle. I mean, a point on the circle, which means they didn't give you the radius. Let's look at this one. If the circle has an endpoint of a diameter at -7, -2, and -15.6, find the equation. So here's my circle. They're giving you this point and this point. So what are the 2 things I need in order to write my equation? Someone tell me. You need the center and the radius. Do I have my center? Did they give me the center? Yes or no? No. Did they give me the radius? Yes or no? No. So the first thing I need to do is find the center. Now, there is no trick to this. If I'm looking for center, I'm looking for midpoint. So I want you all to find the midpoint between the 2 points. You have to find it. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, lady. Thank you. You all just need to finish watching this video. I'm going to let y'all know to start it at 24 minutes. 1, Negative 7 plus negative 15 divided by 2. Negative 2 plus 6 divided by 2. Which is equal to, what is that, negative 22? Negative 22 over 2. And 4 over 2, which is negative 11 and 2. Did I lose anybody on finding the midpoint? All right, what part? As soon as I go over the steps, because I don't want you to tell me you don't know what you're doing. Now, when we get to practice, I will let you. Now, yes. What you probably did was you probably got 8, that is 7.5. You probably got negative 14.5, huh? That's because what you did was you tried to put this whole thing in. You can't do that. You can do negative 7 plus negative 15, enter, and then divide by 2. What it's doing is it's doing orders of operation, and it's doing the division before it does the addition. Okay? Now, since my radius is, my center is this. Is everybody with me? You can write the equation now, correct? Write the equation without the radius. Write the equation without the radius. No, we don't have the radius. That is my center. Y'all have all that space at the bottom. All that blank space. Yep, it doesn't matter because remember I'm changing what we did here. So, you should have had this. X plus 11 square plus y minus 2 square. Does everybody have that? Now, guess what? What are we missing? This little bit right here. So guess what we're going to do? Exactly what we did last time. We're going to take one of the ordered pairs. This time they gave us 2. It does not matter, but guess what? I'm going to show you what you're going to do. This table, Jessica's table, Fatima's table, you all are going to plug in this ordered pair in and see what you get. The rest of y'all, I want you to plug in this ordered pair into here, and y'all should get the same R squared. You should. It's probably going to be a big number. I think I'm on my last little bit, and then you all get to practice. All right, so I want you to practice. Here we go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look real quick. The first one. So you all just have a check and balance here. The first one, did they give me the center at all? No. So you have to find the center first by doing the midpoint. Did they give me the radius? No. Let's look at problem number 2. Did they give me the center? Yes. So I don't have to find the center this time. I can just plug it into my equation. Did they give me the radius? No. All right, so go ahead and try those 2 problems. I got to rush. I would love for you to do it. Negative 0.5, comma, 4.5. So you should get x plus 0.5 square plus y minus 4.5 square. Did I lose anybody? Those who did not try, you're not going to succeed in life. If you don't try it, even if you fail, that's part of trying. Just waiting for me does not work. Now, from here, this is what you should have. Hold on. We're about to go in about 10 minutes. Give me a second. All right. From here, if you plug this in, you should have plugged in. If you plugged in negative 5 plus 0.5 square plus, what is that, 6? What is that, minus 4.5 square? You should have gotten 22.5. The other one, it would have been the following. 4 plus 0.5 square plus 3 minus 4.5 square. I got 22.5. I don't know where you, did you put it in your calculator? You didn't put that in, that's not that. There's no way that's that. I don't know how you got it either. All right, so your answer should have been the following. If you got 22.5, your answer should have been equals 22.5. Now, for this one, you have x minus 8 squared plus y plus 2 squared. Is everybody with me? Oh, I'm sorry. The raised is the square root. Yes, I'm sorry. But this should be 22.5. Yes. Up here, you typed something in wrong. Let me see your calculator. Just bring me your calculator. This should be 49 plus 6, 36. So you should have gotten 85. And this will be the square root of 85. Now, you didn't get 85? Oh. Let me see your calculator and tell you what you read wrong. It's still in there. All right. Now. All right. Last thing, and then you all are going to get your homework. Last thing, quickly. If I was to plot this, you all are now going to plot, and this is probably one of the easier of this. This is supposed to be square, square. Now, first of all, we need to identify the center. What is the center for this equation that they gave you? Be careful. 2 and negative 3. Miss Robinson, how did you get 2 and negative 3? It's the opposite of what you see. The 2 and negative 3. It's the opposite of what you see. Remember, it was the opposite when we put it in there, correct? So it's the same thing. What would be my radius here? Oh, be careful. What's 2? Why? Because you all got to remember, this represents r squared, right? So how do you get rid of an r square? You square root both sides. So my radius is 2. Now, to plot it, the first thing you need to do is plot the center. 2, negative 3. Boom. Then the easiest thing for you to do is to go the radius in all 4 directions. So that means I need to go up 2, right 2 from the center, down 2 from the center, left 2 from the center. And then that is your circle. Everybody see how I did that? It's going to be crooked. We're not exact. All right? Again, you plot the center, and then you take your radius in all 4 directions and make a circle. Now, let's try it again. Here. Y'all's is actually written right. Mine's the one that's written wrong. What is my center here? Negative 3, negative 4. Why is it negative 3, negative 4? Opposite. What is my radius here? No. Think of it. Yes, Carmen. It's the r square is 1. If I square root it, the square root of 1 is 1. So, I need to start at negative 3, negative 4, and I need to go 1 in each direction. This one's a tiny one. There it is. All right, do the last one quickly. Look at yours. Don't look at mine because you know my square is off. Quickly, do that one.
Is it 3, -4?
Mm.
-3,
-3, -4. Then what is? There's nothing there. It's 0. Good. I'm letting you go. Just give me a second. Did you figure out what your problem was? What are you plugging in? Which one are you plugging? Oh, that's the problem. This isn't your center. Your center is 4.5. Why are you putting 6 in there? But look, that says 4.5. You put 6. 6 minus 4.5. Got it? All right, what's my center here? Center is 1, 0. What's my radius? 5. Is everybody with me? It's 5. Did y'all get that back there at the back table? So 1, 0 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So, your homework. I believe I gave this to you. It is, what page is that? That's page 3. Page 4. Where is it? Here it is. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So page 4, you must do the whole thing. The first one is 1 and 2. You are graphing them. Is everybody with me? 3 through 6, you're writing me the equation. 7 through 8, you're writing the equation. And number 10, just hold off on number 10. Don't worry about number 10 for right now. Okay?